to you two poems. It's going to be relatively short, and I'm going to let you guys roll around again. And yes, you're going to have your periodic table stuff. There was somebody that sent me stuff about the element berkelium, and so I said I'm going to put that in this current issue of Down in the Dirt magazine. Oh my gosh, you can see it as a spread. Down in the Dirt, which is titled Written Archaeology. And this first poem is not only in that, but as our Zoom host pointed out, he had a copy of the Periodic Table of Poetry as well. This is for berkelium. Hey, and I'm going to yell, Husband John! He's not going to listen. But the beginning is something about him. He's not hearing. This is berkelium, and I wrote it down, number 79 in the Periodic Table. It's BK. This is berkelium. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And when we kissed and said goodnight, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. B-E-R-K-E-L-E-Y. B-E-R-K-E-L-E-Y. You see, on the other side of the pond, the Brits have a different way of saying things, including the name of the Anglo-British philosopher George Berkeley. That's B-E-R-K-L-E-Y, like you're barking up the wrong tree, Berkeley, but when it's a city in a University of California, it's named after this philosopher. Well, the pronunciation changed after Across the Ocean, and it became a scientific work done at the University of Berkeley, not Berkeley. And it decided to name element 79 after the university. It's actually one of two elements in the periodic table named after a university. So I don't really know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Should I say berkelium, like the States, or the British, the berkelium, or the berkelium, or because I've been trying to figure out how that's supposed to sound to this stuff. Because the thing is, it's never actually been found in its pure form, because this transuranic radioactive and artificially produced element is a soft silvery white actinide metal that sometimes may have a half-life through its isotopes that range from microseconds to several days to 336 days to 9 years to 1,308 years. So maybe I'm only meant to learn about parts of it by these fleeting dances scientists have with berkelium. Insanely short, but I get to sing Berkeley Square. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Berkeley Square, which is actually the song that John, this is why I yelled at John, that was our wedding song. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. And it was cute. And I have read it at the open mic that I ran. Hey, and I'm reading from that book. Yeah, and this is at Recycled Reads, which is the place where this open mic actually started. But back in the day when I would do features, I was like, I'm just going to do periodic table stuff. And so I'm in Chicago, and I was doing stuff about visionaries behind the stars, and I used a picture frame to show that off. I don't know why, because I'm a performance artist and I can't just read stuff, I guess. So anywho, I did that for this show. But berkelium also has a Twitter-length poem that I had to put in there for the element thing that he, James Bates is the guy that wrote this stuff, and he wrote this, and I said, all right, I'll write that, and I'll also do a Twitterverse one. It's a nice short one. It's just really tiny, and I'm going to read it from the screen and show you the screen as well, because it's just about the element. This is berkelium, because berkelium can recycle radioactivity. Found some 70 plus years ago, berkelium is not on Earth naturally. It's costly to get and radioactive. But a new berkelium complex with polarized ligands can now target heavier actinides, meaning radioactive elements can now be recycled. Yes, you heard me right. So let's recycle radioactivity. Berkelium is going to help you recycle radioactivity. Can you believe it? I don't know. Why not? Anyway, you guys go around for another round or two. We'll read a few more, and you won't get any more periodic table poems out of me. David, Zoom host, take it away. The stage is yours.